Now we have a new twist in the baffling saga of missing toddler Caylee Anthony. Her mom due to get out of jail again this morning after posting bond late last night. This happens on the same day that Florida law enforcement officials say tests revealed traces of chloroform in the trunk of her car. 2020 is parsing all the discoveries, and Elizabeth Vargas joins us now with an ABC News exclusive on the case. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Chris. This is the second time now that somebody has bailed out Caylee Anthony out of jail, and it comes as sources tell us that not only were traces of chloroform found in the trunk of her car, but that her laptop computer showed she searched the internet about chloroform. It's hard to reconcile that new evidence with the happy family that you're about to see in these brand new, never-before-seen home videos and photographs.
What do you think, Caylee?
The disappearance of this Florida 2-year-old quickly became big news. Even if you think you know the details, there are new insights and new exclusive intimate pictures like these of the girl and her mother Casey, many of them taken by Casey herself.
Say hi, Mom. Say hi to Mom.
It's a story full of twists, and 3 months into it, the heartbreaking question at its core remains: alive or dead, where is Caylee Marie Anthony?
My granddaughter, she'll say Caylee Marie Anthony. Might not be Anthony. Oh, how old are you? I'm 2.5. She does that. I have Tinker and Chili. That's our 2 dogs. And we have a cat named Penny. She'll say Pepe. That is our granddaughter. I miss those little things that she did day in and day out with me. I miss that.
All I want is my granddaughter back. Come here. Come see Grammy. We live, breathe all day long. What are we going to do? And what are we going to do if we don't find her soon? Because all of our hearts are breaking every day.
Just trying to see what was going on with the group.
Walter Pacheco has been reporting the story from the beginning for the Orlando Sentinel.
It's an unusual case because it's taken on a life of its own. You have this young mother, you have her family who is wielding, a hammer in front of reporters.
All of you leeches, all of you parasites.
I told you.
Trying to hose them down with water.
You know something? I really don't give a about your stuff, huh?
You've got a bounty hunter wearing a cowboy hat that is now in the game. There's psychics posting blogs about where they think the little girl is. And then, you have media trucks parked out there every day. It's a very, very strange case.
Part of what makes it so strange is that it's a nightmare unfolding in the comfortable Lee Vista section of suburban Orlando. And it's happening to a family whose home movies are classic Americana.
Peekaboo! Peekaboo! Happy birthday, dear Caylee!
They look like a regular American family. They seem outwardly happy. And then this happens, you step into their lives, and it's complete chaos, and it's chaos that's been going on for years. They've had a history of just odd things.
We just saw the bail bondsman there with the cowboy hat.
Right.
Who bailed her out this time?
We're told it's a production company out of Tennessee, perhaps, that might have been interested in buying the rights to her story, her personal story. These are not insignificant sums of money, $500,000 bail each time.
Right, especially if she doesn't come back, then you lose the money.
Right.
Now, for all this talk about the trunk and suggestions of DNA, now chloroform, any word from investigators about charges?
She has not been charged with harming her child, just with neglect, child neglect and endangerment, and of course these latest charges, check forgery. There was an offer of limited immunity that expired this week. They had offered to her, take us to what they believe will be the body of Caylee Anthony. They don't believe, investigators, that she's still alive, or that there's a very good chance of that happening. But and in exchange, we won't use that information against you in a court of law. That has expired, and she has not cracked, not one time, to police, the bounty hunter, her family. Has this young woman started to speak and lost her composure in the face of being exposed of telling quite a few elaborate lies.
So she remains just a person of interest.
At this point, still a person of interest. And tonight on 2020, we go through hundreds of pages of court documents that are just released and get a real investigation, a timeline of what's happened and what we know to be true and what's not true.
All right, thank you, Elizabeth. As Elizabeth was saying, 2020 tonight, 10, 9 Eastern, 9 Central. More on all of this. We'll be back.